Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today's reading is going to be general predictions for what's coming up in March 2020. So I will be doing a love predictions for March reading. That's probably going to be the next video that I put out. But I have so many ideas. I've got a list of the readings I'm going to do next and things that I want to do next on my channel. And you guys have given me so many good suggestions, so they're on my list. But over the next 2 weeks, I will be in the process of moving from Germany to Russia. So as you can expect, I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to be posting videos over the next 2 weeks because I'll be traveling and packing and going through all of the bureaucracy on both ends that is involved with moving and also getting used to my new routine in Russia. So just be aware of that. I'm sorry if my videos might take a little longer than normal to post because I've been posting pretty regularly at the moment, and that will hopefully keep up once I get to Russia and once I get settled there properly. But I really enjoy doing this, so don't worry guys, I'm not going anywhere. So I'll be putting the timestamps in the description box below and in the comments section. And anyone who wants to book a reading with me, quite a few of you have done that already, you can go to my Etsy shop. The link to that will also be in the description box. And there's lots of different readings to choose from there. But if you're not sure which one exactly fits your particular question, then just leave me a message and we'll sort that out for you. We can do a private listing if need be, or I'll just say, book this one and we'll do your particular question. Also, a big shout out to Claire, who has very generously become my patron on Patreon. Thank you so much for that. That's so kind and generous of you. And if anyone else would like to become a patron for this channel on Patreon to help me buy new decks and props for the channel, the link will be in the description box. And there's still just over a week, I think, for anyone who becomes a new Patreon patron. Even if it's on the smallest tier, we'll get a 20% discount code for a reading with me. So that's super exciting. So if you want to take advantage of that, head over to the Patreon page. There's also going to be monthly prize draws on there for all patrons to win a reading with me at the end of each month. So with that being said, and I think that's everything I wanted to say at the beginning of the video, let's take a look at the piles for this question. So pile number 1 has this lovely blue gold stone on it. It's so sparkly, and I think I've said before, this always reminds me of the floor in the Disney store. So pretty. Pile number 2 is this snowflake obsidian. And pile number 3 is this Shiva lingam stone. I know I've got quite a few viewers in India because my channel analytics tells me the biggest countries that are viewing certain videos. So if you're watching from India, hello, welcome. But leave me a comment below and let me know where you're watching from. Like, it's super cool to see how people all over the world are watching these videos. It's really, really cool. So pause the video if you need to and just try and choose from your intuition rather than sight. Try and feel if there's a gut feeling that's pulling you towards one of the cards piles in particular, or the crystals if you're choosing by crystal rather than the actual piles of cards. You might want to pause the video and take some deep breaths, close your eyes, and then open them and see which one your eyes are drawn to, however you like to pick. There's a lot of different ways to do it. And we'll be doing your charms as well, of course. So whenever you've picked, we'll get started, and I'm going to go over now to pile number 1. Hey everyone who picked pile number 1 with the blue goldstone. This is your reading. So we're going to take a look at the cards. We'll look at the tarot first, and then your oracle cards, and then your charms. And we're going to see what's coming up for you in March. Okay, so you've got Page of Earth, King of Fire, 8 of Fire. I love the imagery on this card. And 8 of Water. Okay, so 2 8s and 2 court cards. So what I see here is you working really hard towards a specific goal in March. This could be in work or study or a particular creative project that you have. With the Page of Earth, this is just about you being really hardworking and kind of focusing all your energy onto that goal, but also not rushing yourself, because the Page of Earth takes her time. She doesn't want to make a mistake. She's quite cautious about how she moves forward. This can also mean that you might be coming into some money in March. And the King of Fire is about success in business, and it's also about being a visionary, being able to visualize what it is you want and then bring it into being. The King of Fire is a very motivational person. He's able to speak to other people in such a way that it makes them excited to help him in whatever it is he's trying to achieve. So this could mean that you'll find some helpful people in March to help you achieve a goal, or it could mean that at work you'll be standing up in front of a group of people and presenting something that's possibly your own idea. The King of Fire kind of stands in front of lots of people and talks to them. It's not like a one-on-one thing usually. And this is also a creative card, so there might be someone who acts as a creative mentor for you in March, and they're being represented by the King of Fire. They could be a fire sign. Yeah, so the King of Fire is just all about having ambitions and setting out to achieve them. And the 8 of Fire is all about manifestation, your goals coming into reality. So this is what I see you, like working hard and being able to visualize what it is you want. And you might have been doing that for quite a while already. There's a strong element of you being so focused on this goal, and then you bringing it into reality with the 8 of Fire. The 8 of Fire also means things happening really quickly. And you can get a bit overwhelmed by this sometimes, because even if you've been planning something or hoping something will happen for a long time, when it suddenly starts to happen, you're like a bit, it's like a bit dizzying, because you just, in a way, weren't prepared for it, even though you were expecting it. You see what I mean? It just happens so quickly that you don't feel grounded. So that's just something to be aware of. This can also signify travel. And in general, just things will be happening quickly for you in March. You might also be experiencing some emotional burnout in March. This 8 of Water card says that you're feeling pretty emotionally overwhelmed, or you're just feeling really done with a situation that has to do with the emotions. So it could be a relationship, not necessarily romantic, but it could be a friendship or a family relationship that's just taking up too much of your energy, or where you just feel like you're not getting anything back energetically, like you're putting a lot of time and energy in. You might be giving this person a lot of support, and they just keep taking from you. They might be a really needy person, or just selfish in general, and they're just taking all of this time and care and energy from you and just not giving anything back and just demanding more. And so this is you feeling burnt out and choosing to walk away for many of you as well. This is you saying, I'm sorry, I need to take care of myself now. I've given you all of this, and now it's time to take care of me. If this isn't a relationship, this could just be a situation has really knocked you for six. Like you've put so much effort into it. It could even be whatever we're talking about here, this business or work or study situation, that you've just put so much effort into, and now you're just flat because you've worked so hard towards this goal for so long that you don't have the energy now to focus on anything else and to give to anything else. So towards the end of March, you're feeling quite drained because of that. So let's take a look at your oracle cards now. We've got a Faerytale Oracle for you here. And it says, what came of picking flowers? Greed. So this card is about not taking more than you need. So this might be what I was saying about this person who might be expecting too much of you, demanding too much of you. But this is also about allowing things to happen as you need them to happen. So if you've got a particular, for example, if you set up a business and you're like, okay, I want to make this much money by this time, this instead is saying only ask for what you need, get the money that you need in this month, and you can let it grow later to whatever figure you want it to. That's the kind of feeling with this card. This is also letting you know that whatever you put out into the world comes back to you 3 times as strongly. So that works for good karma and bad. So if you're putting a lot of negativity into the world, then through your thoughts or actions or words, that's going to come back to you 3 times as hard. If you're putting it out positively, if you're doing good deeds, saying nice things, thinking in a positive way, then if you've not been feeling any reward from that now, in March you will. Because that's going to start coming back to you in March, is what I'm seeing. So let's look at your Sacred Traveler Oracle cards now. You've got Desert Passage, Trust There's a Divine Plan. And Passion and Pleasure, Savor Your Life. Okay, so earlier in March, you will be feeling kind of, this is a bit like what I was saying about feeling drained. Like you just feel like you don't have enough resources, or like life is a bit difficult for you. You're not sure how to get through this tricky phase in your life, and it might be that you don't have the money that you need, or the energy and drive that you need, or the contacts that you need to do something. But it says trust there's a divine plan. So this is happening for a reason, and it will work out for you. And then you've got passion and pleasure. So this is about you just enjoying each day and doing things that you like each day and that you enjoy each day, so that you can de-stress better, and just to make sure that you are truly savoring each day that comes to you. I really love this picture because they're just so happy. There's music and dancing, and there's that beautiful fire and that really, really beautiful moon. And it's just so nice. There's such a sense of community from that. Let's look at your Moonology cards now. You've got A Time to Give Rather Than Take, New Moon in Virgo. And that's similar to what I was saying about this card, where it's like, don't ask for more than you need, and make sure that what you're putting out is positive for you. Make sure you're sowing the right seeds to reap the harvest that you hope for. But look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. And that also fits in with that, like what I was saying about you don't need everything to happen now. I see that you're going to have big manifestation in this month, and this might be the initial stages of something for you. So it might be that you set up a business, or you start working on a creative project, and suddenly you're really inspired and you're writing lots of things down, and then you hit a block towards the end of March. Like you get writer's block, or you just aren't sure where you want to go with your creative project. You're not sure what to do with it next once you've got it to a particular stage, and that just floors you and you feel really disheartened. But it's saying trust there's a divine plan. It doesn't all need to happen now, and look at the bigger picture. Over the next few months things will unfold. It's not just about everything happening in this month, but over the next few months, things will unfold better for you. So don't try and do everything at once, because that is a very quick road to burnout for you, okay? So I see whatever it is that you're working on is going to be, oh, I've lost my train of thought. It's going to be unfolding in the next few months is what I'm hearing. So like 3 or 4 months following on from March is what I feel like you're going to continue to see success, but it's not linear. So you're not going to be constantly on this path. There's going to be times where you're feeling blocked, but you just need to have the determination to keep moving forward. Sorry if that's rambling. I'm just trying to get like the message out that's coming to my mind, but without saying it wrong. Okay, you're very close to achieving your goal. That's great. Like I said, there's going to be manifestation coming for you, but it's not all going to happen in March. So shortly after that, next few months, definitely. And your romance angel card, if you're not interested in the romantic side of this reading, that's fine. it's just one card that we're using. So passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So I see lots of passion for you in this month if you're in a relationship. And if you're not in a relationship, I think you'll be seeing someone who catches your eye and who makes life more exciting. You know, when you have a crush and suddenly life becomes more interesting because you keep finding ways to meet this person. You may even go out on dates with this person and you just have those butterflies and you just feel excited all the time. I'm also feeling for a lot of you, this is about your creative passion and your passion for your business or your study being reignited in this month, because the Eight of Fire, the manifestation card, is also about passion. So I'm getting that very strongly as well. So let's look at your Antworten der Engel Oracle cards now. These are in German, but I'll translate them into English for you. Oh my God. Wow. In den kommenden Monaten, in the coming months. What was I just saying about next few months? Oh my God. Yes, in the coming months. So not just March, but the next few months after that is when this unfolding is going to happen for you. Oh my goodness. Wow. Great. Kein Grund zur Sorge. This is a lovely, lovely card to get. It means there's no reason to worry. And I just love when that card comes out because it just takes away so much of the stress, especially if you see cards in this reading that you think aren't positive for you. It just says, look, you don't have a reason to worry. It's fine. Everything will work out in the end, and all's well that ends well, essentially. And you've got Denke nochmal darüber nach, and that is think about it one more time, or think about it again. So whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, or if you're making a particular decision around this time, just make sure that you think it through. And if you've perhaps already made that decision and you haven't announced it yet, maybe just give it another think through. I see you having to make some kind of choice or decision in March that's going to be important for you. And it's just important that you make sure you've considered all your options. Okay, let's have a look at your charms now, group number 1. So what is coming up for group number 1 in March 2020? Okay, so initials here, we've got K, I, Q, N, and Z. So they could be important to you as a first name, surname, or place. In the month of March, there's the Fortress here, and that's about you being very closed off and kind of isolating yourself, not wanting to open yourself out to possibilities or to communicating with other people. So you might be shutting someone out or being shut out by someone in March, but it has landed on the Kein Grund zur Sorge card, so there's no reason to worry about that. I'm feeling it's temporary, and whether it's you or someone else who's doing this, they're doing it for their own self-protection. They're doing it for good reasons. So that's something to be aware of. You have inner wisdom here with this lovely elephant. You've got the teddy bear, which is about nostalgia and sentimentality. I love that little charm. Oh, you have magic with the witch on her broomstick. Health with the apple there. Ooh. Okay, so we've got 2 charms attached to each other here. We've got the dragonfly, which is all about good luck, and you've got the arrow, which is for determination. So it's like, I don't know what that's like, being determined to be lucky and happy. I'm not sure, but that's exciting. And you've got good luck again here with this shamrock. With the steering wheel, this is you changing your direction, changing the tide of something, taking control of your life and choosing to steer it in a different direction. And you've got blessings as well coming to you. That's all very positive. So what we've got here is a musical symbol, so possibly music having a big role to play in March, but this also just means happiness, being joyful. There's the ram here, so Aries energy possibly. We've got Virgo and Sagittarius here as well. But this is also about stubbornness for me. This means someone being quite stubborn. There's risk-taking here, gambling possibly, but just in general taking a risk with this card. It's also the Ace of Wands, just in case it has any relevance for you, and that's about a new beginning, usually in career or something creative, taking a risk there. So whichever variant of that charm speaks to you the most, take that on board. There's also the tape measure, which is about living up to expectations. This elephant is about moving forward, clearing obstacles out of your way, and also learning from past mistakes. There's self-reflection here with the mirror. And you have the little seahorse. This is really cute. This is about someone who is a partner who puts in an equal amount of the work, like a very caring partner, someone who's willing to put the effort in just as much as you are. I really like it when that card comes out. Sorry, charm. It could also be like a really good friend or a business partner who's willing to work with you to the same amount that you are. So just bear that in mind. The crucifix is all about sacrifice. It's also like hanged man energy, so kind of taking time out to think something through. There's hope here with the star charm, being on the right path. You've got angelic protection twice here. You've got a feather and you've got 2 angel wings, which is really beautiful. And that's coming here on trust they're the divine plan. So when you're going through your difficult time in March, when you feel disheartened, lacking inspiration, or lacking the energy to do something, or just emotionally overwhelmed, you will have angels protecting you at that time. You'll have angels around you, and you're going to be able to call upon them to ask for their comfort and their guidance at that time. So just keep that in mind. Remember that. You've got enough here, and it's landed on that card about only asking for what you need. So only asking for what's enough for you and not exceeding that in March. Yeah, you've got the wasp, which is about pain, being stung, kind of like just going through that time where something has happened that you're not happy about, and you're kind of mulling over that. But then you also have this charm, which is the 6 of Wands. Good news is on its way. Victory is on its way for you. It's like the hallelujah charm. So that is really positive that that's come out on there, because that's going to show you that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for you. I'm feeling towards right the end of March, beginning of April is when you're going to come out of this blocked period or overwhelmed period. You have protection and faith here with the cross, healing with the starfish, growth. You've also got the little witch with her cauldron, and that's about being in the process of something. Like I said, you're just in the beginning or in the middle of this situation. It's unfolding over the next few months after March. So it's an ongoing process. Don't give up because you're not at the end yet. I have winter here with the snowflake and hope. Hope. And I love football, which is all about a hobby that's very important to you. So I feel like for a lot of you, this will be a creative project or something in your spare time that you're doing, that you're devoting a lot of energy to, and that you're hoping will be in some way successful for you, or like you're trying to pull something off. And you might just not have time to finish it in March or to get as much done as you wanted. But certainly in the early stages of March, you will have a lot of manifestation power, and you'll be surprised at how much you get done. So I hope this resonated with you, group number 1. Please let me know in the comments if it did, and please leave me a like so that I know you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in love predictions, then stay tuned, because in the next couple of days, hopefully, I'm going to be posting the love predictions for March video. And I think that's kind of the pattern that I'm going to follow each month, where I have a general predictions for the month and a love predictions video because I know a lot of people are very interested in love and want to have a full video devoted to that. So that's totally fine. We can do that. If you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know and I'll add them to my list. And have a lovely day. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye. Hey everyone who picked pile number 2 with the Snowflake Obsidian. This is your reading. So let's see what's going to happen for you in March 2020. And as always, pile number 2, you got the most tarot cards jumping out. So you've got Unity, which is the Hierophant. The Star, beautiful. One of my favorite cards. You've got 2 of Fire. The High Priestess. Wow, lots of major arcana cards. I think March is going to be quite a significant month for you. Knight of Earth. And Queen of Air. Okay. So there is Taurus and Aquarius energy coming through here. Sun, Moon, Rising. What I see in March for you is you're going through, like, you're doing a lot of thinking, and for a lot of you this might be a kind of a spiritual month because you have the Hierophant and you have the High Priestess, and they're both very religious, spiritual figures. Unity, the Hierophant, is about being involved with organizations like the church or universities, big companies, that kind of thing. It's kind of having a structure like that. It's also about finding people who share the same views and values as you. So you might be asking yourself whether your friends are reflecting your values in March. It also means that you're thinking about how you can do the right thing. This is the person who wants to be a good person and who wants to do the right thing. And that's the energy that you're bringing into the start of the month is what I'm seeing. You might have a decision to make and you're kind of just wanting, you're doing everything in your power not to be the bad guy, is what I'm hearing. The Star means that you're on the right path. It means that you're being divinely guided. And this is a really lovely card to get because it's all about healing, recovering. If you've been through a difficult time recently, you're coming out into the light. And you can make long-term plans now in March because you're on the right path. You might suddenly be having clarity where before you weren't sure really what you were going to be doing. Everything might have been a bit up in the air prior to this, but you finally got some firm ground under your feet in March and you feel confident being able to make long-term plans. And I just love this card because it just gives us so much hope for the future. It's telling you to have hope and faith and know that you're on the right path. So 2 of Fire represents a decision, often a decision in business. It means that you're continuing to move forward in your projects and in your work and just in life in general. This is you making progress. You might have been in a blocked period beforehand, but now you're moving forward and you're happy with how things are progressing. You're happy with the changes that you're making and what you're seeing coming into your life. So that's really positive. It means also like increased confidence and possibly working with another person. So like a business partner or a really good friend is going to have your back in this month. I like that card. I like how that guy on the left is really smiley. And the High Priestess, we've already talked about this a little bit, but this is about you going within to decide what's right for you and to make a decision. It's also about you going within in a really spiritual way, like an introverted way, in the sense that you're not looking to anyone else to give you the answers. You know that in order to find the answers, you'll have to go within your own self through meditation, through quiet thinking, and through not surrounding yourself with lots of other people. That's what you're feeling. It's also a card of being patient. So things might possibly take a little while to come into fruition in this month for you, because you've also got the Knight of Earth. And while the Knight of Earth is about progress and it's about someone being very committed to move forward and to get things done, he takes his time. He doesn't rush. And that's good because it means the Knight of Earth always completes the tasks that he's been set, and he always gets to where he wants to be. Unlike the Knight of Fire, who kind of rushes in, and sometimes his plans just blow up in his face because he doesn't have any plans. He just rushes straight in with all of the passion and enthusiasm that the fire has, but not necessarily the staying power. The Knight of Earth has got bags of staying power. He will just work through things in his own time and get things done. And this is also about someone really kind being in your life, who's really loyal to you. And what I love about this card in this deck is it says a guardian angel. And actually, I wasn't going to say this, but this card in this deck for me represents my guardian angels. When it comes out, it means that they're talking to me. They have something to pass on to me. So I feel like your guardian angels are really looking out for you in this month, because both of those cards have come out. And with the Queen of Air, this is a woman who's very independent and very intellectual. I feel you kind of shutting people out in March. I feel you being a bit frosty with someone, whether you're doing that intentionally or not. I kind of feel you setting very firm boundaries with someone, or just breaking up with someone, or completely saying to someone, look, I'm not going to speak to you anymore until you sort out what it is you need to do. But she's also quite humorous and quite witty, the Queen of Air. Like, she knows what everything's about. Like, she can rely on herself, and she can have a laugh at situations, even if they're not going particularly well for her. Even if they're not going the way that she wants them to, she can still find the humor in that. This is about just getting rid of those things in your life which are draining you, or which are no longer serving you, no longer providing you with any benefit. That's what that card is about. So let's look at your oracle cards now. We've got a Faerytale Oracle card for you, and that is the Little Mermaid, Sacrifice. So you may need to make some sacrifices in this month, or a particular sacrifice. Like I said, you might choose to step away from someone for a while, or break up with someone for your own health, or just because you feel like you're not getting anything back from that relationship for the time being. This might also be you choosing to sacrifice a particular area of your life, like your social life, in order to work on something else, like business or spirituality or study. It's like exchanging one thing or some of one thing so that you can get more of another thing, is what that card is saying. So let's look at your Sacred Traveler Oracle cards now. You've got Discovering Truth. You stand in the light of truth. And Breaking Trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Okay, so you're going to be finding something out in March, which might lead you to get rid of people from your life, or making a sacrifice. Actually, the Queen of Air could also be representing spring cleaning here, like you just throwing some things out of your house that are just cluttering up your space and your energy. So you're definitely going to be discovering some kind of truth, whether you're finding something out about someone else, or whether you're finding truths about yourself from your own spiritual journeying. Take it how it resonates. It's going to be different for everyone. That's what I'm seeing. And Breaking Trail is a brilliant card, because this means that something is suddenly going to turn around for you. It's like the Star card. Like, all of a sudden you're going to realize that things are working out for you, and that things are going the way you'd hoped and the way you'd planned. There's sudden progress, like the Two of Fire. You're just moving forward, and you're really happy with that. So now let's take a look at your Moonology cards. You've got Meditate and Contemplate, New Moon in Pisces. And you've got The Answers You Need Are Coming, Full Moon in Gemini. So Gemini energy, Pisces energy. Like I said, you're going to be pretty spiritual in this month. You're going to be committed to your meditation or yoga practice, or whatever it is that you do to connect to your spiritual side. You might pray, you might go to church or temple, read scriptures, holy scriptures. Whatever it is that you do, that's going to be taking on a special significance for you in March. Maybe you do it and you'd like to do it more, but you're quite lax about it. If you don't have time for it, then you don't do it. but I see you making time for it in March, and that might be the sacrifice. You're actually saying, no, I'm not going to sit here on social media or reading threads on Reddit. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my meditation because then I know I've done it. And that's good for me. And the answers you need are coming. I'm feeling partly this is like discovering truth. You've been hoping to find something out, or you've been waiting on an answer from someone or from an institution possibly. If you've applied to a university maybe, or applied for a job somewhere, then you're going to be getting those answers, that communication in March, and that's going to be the truth that you're discovering. So we have a romance angel card for you here, and if you're not interested in the romantic side of this reading, that's fine. You can just discount this. And it's keep an open mind. So it says your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations. So this means that in the month of March, you might get an offer from someone who's not your normal type, or you might feel like there's no one around you who you could go for. In March, no one around you that you feel particularly drawn to or attracted to. But this card is just saying, keep an open mind, because there is someone in your circle or coming in for you in the near future who is going to be a potential match for you, but you just might discount them at first because they don't look the way that the people you normally date look like, or they're not interested in the same things as you, or that kind of thing. They might not, maybe you normally only go for people who have a university degree and they don't, you know. Whatever it is, there's something about them that is different to what you normally go for, and this is just saying keep an open mind. So now we have your Antworten der Engel Oracle cards, and then we'll do your charms. So these are German cards that I'm going to translate into English for you. Positiv bleiben, so remain positive. So that's a good card. That's kind of like the star telling you to have faith because you're on the right track. Verbesserte Gesundheit, improved health. That's always positive as well. So if you've been having problems with your health recently, that's going to improve. Mental, physical, emotional health. I don't know why I'm hearing like insomnia and nightmares here. If you've had some trouble sleeping, or you've had some kind of sleep-related illness, then that's going to improve in March. I don't know where that came from. That was completely random. And heute in einem Jahr, that's today, a year from now. So you're going to be doing something in March that's going to have ramifications for you in a year's time. So you're going to be starting something that you'll be working on for a year, or planning something to do next year. Maybe you're planning a holiday for next year. Something like that. You're going to be focusing on springtime next year. So just take that how it resonates. Let's do your charms now, pile number 2. So what's coming up for pile number 2 in March 2020? Okay, so for initials here, we've got J, X, and P, and Y as well. So J, X, P, and Y. So they could be important for you as a first name, surname, or place, or possibly, I just heard company name as well. So that there could be like an important company name for some of you that has or begins with those letters. The X also feels to me like deleting things from your life. So that is feeling like the Queen of Air energy. Some of you will really be cutting some things loose in this month. So you have protection here with the umbrella. You've also got the musical symbol. So music having an important meaning or playing an important role in this month for some of you. It also just means happiness in general, like joy for me. You've got Aquarius, so there's also Aquarius with the star, sun, moon, rising. And there's the skeleton in the closet. So this is things from your past that have hurt you or that have been made you feel ashamed or that are lingering in the back of your mind are coming to the forefront. And what I'm seeing here, the skeleton coming out on Verbesserte Gesundheit, I'm seeing like, actually two things have come to me. Old wounds, be they mental, emotional, physical, like if you've had an illness for a long time, that's going to improve, or certainly go through a very lighter period in March. And I'm feeling for some of you, if you've had issues with your bones, that's going to improve in March as well. You also have this shell, which is Aphrodite's symbol. So if you're open to working with certain gods, then the Greek goddess Aphrodite, she's called Venus in the Roman pantheon, she's the goddess of love and beauty, is coming to you in this reading, saying that she's open to working with you. So you can reach out to her through meditation, through prayer, or through just speaking aloud and saying that you're open to working with her, asking her to help you. That's showing up for you in this reading. There's playfulness here with the monkey, really cute. And with the thistle, some of you are going to have a Scottish connection going on for you in this month, possibly traveling to Scotland or having dealings with someone who has a Scottish name or Scottish heritage. For some of you, they might have red hair. That's what I'm hearing. With this owl here, you've got listening to inner wisdom. You have warrior. So being brave, especially if you're going through a difficult time in this month, or if you've been through a difficult time recently. You have worry, the little worry doll. And another musical symbol, which again is about joy. The axe, this is about defensiveness here. So if someone comes to you, because it's landed on this card, keep an open mind. Someone comes to you with an opinion or with an offer romantically and you're not sure about it or them, don't just like shut them down straight away. Give them a chance. Don't be defensive is what that means. Oh, you've also got Ganesha. Okay, so two gods coming out for you in this reading. Ganesha, the Indian god of knowledge. If you're open to working with him, is making his presence known in this reading. This is also about gaining more knowledge in this month through work or study or just through your own experience. I'm feeling for a lot of you this is like a very deep inner knowledge, getting to know yourself better. You've got true love here with the rose. That's really beautiful, really, really lovely. Okay, this is interesting because you've got those two cards that were reminding me of guardian angels, and this little charm for me means either like a guardian angel or spirit guide is with you, or someone, a loved one who's passed on is around you at this time. That's a really lovely charm to get. It doesn't come out very often. You've got cookies, which is about treating yourself. Even if it feels quite indulgent, or if there's something a bit expensive that you want and you're not sure if you should get it, treat yourself. Why not? Do it in this month. You've got protection and faith here with the cross. With the hairdryer here, I feel like someone has been blowing hot and cold, coming in and out of your life, or giving you very mixed signals about how they feel about you or about how committed they are to a project that's got something to do with you. And because it's landed on the Queen of Air, this is you setting firm boundaries or cutting them out. That's what I'm seeing with that charm. You've also got good luck here with the goldstone ball. You have the little birdhouse, and this is about calling to friends, reaching out to people. You've got the shield, which is, again, about protection. If you're going through a difficult time, this is about you protecting yourself and knowing that you're protected. You have good luck here with the little ladybird. Yeah, you've got the scissors, which, again, is about cutting out things that you don't need. And the starfish is about healing, and that's landed on the star card, which is also about healing. There's waiting here with this little cat, you're waiting for something. I feel like you're actually going into the month of March waiting for something. That might be this answer or truth that you're waiting to hear about, but for a lot of you, there's an element of waiting that didn't even originate in March. This is being carried over from February. It's what I'm feeling. And the unicorn here is about something really special coming to you, something or someone really special. And there's a sense of purity with the unicorn as well, and just magic, miracles. That's a really beautiful charm to get. Okay, group 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you. Please leave me a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments below if it resonated. Maybe come back at the end of March and let me know what came true for you and what didn't. And please subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any videos that I post in the future. If you're interested in the love predictions reading for March, then stay tuned because that'll be coming soon. Hopefully in the next couple of days. And I think I'm going to keep it like this, where I do a general predictions reading for the month ahead and a separate love predictions reading, because a lot of people seem to be interested in having a reading that's devoted entirely to love for a monthly prediction. So I think I'm going to keep doing that for the time being. Okay, group 2, have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you in another video. Bye-bye. Hey everyone who picked group number 3 with the Shiva Lingam stone. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to see what's coming up for you in the month of March, okay? So we have the Queen of Water, 9 of Earth, 5 of Earth, 7 of Air, and Strength. Okay, so we've got Leo energy represented here, Sun, Moon, or Rising. With the Queen of Water, I see you possibly falling in love in the month of March, or people falling in love with you. The Queen of Water also talks about being really intuitive and really in touch with your emotions, but in a very mature way. So your emotions aren't controlling you, even if you feel them very deeply. And you're also very sensitive to the emotions of other people, so you know how others are feeling, and you make a very good friend in this month. You may be some of you might actually be counseling some of your friends in this month and like hearing their worries and their feelings, and you giving them some advice and some comfort. It also means that relationships are going to develop for you in the month of March. The 9 of Earth shows you really enjoying being in a place that you've worked hard to get to. So if you've been putting in a lot of hard work in study or at work or in a particular project, you're really going to be feeling the rewards of that in March. You might have quite a lot of money coming in for you, or like a kind of windfall. So even if it's not steady money over the whole month, you might get like a lump sum that you possibly weren't expecting. So that's always exciting to look forward to. And this is a card of independence as well, like you not needing to rely on other people because you've got yourself sorted. 5 of Earth, this is you worrying about money. So like I said, your finances might not be very stable in March, although a lot of you will be getting some kind of windfall. So maybe maybe you're a freelancer and someone books you for like a big job in March, towards the beginning or middle of March, and that gives you like a lot of cash, but then you're still worried about money in general. But this is the martyr card, is what I call it, because this card, it's not always about money. It can mean that you're feeling shut out of relationships or friendships, but this is the martyr card because it means that you know that there's help available to you, but you're choosing not to accept it for whatever reason. Maybe pride, or you just don't feel like you've gotten to a difficult enough situation to ask for help. Maybe you don't feel worthy of help. But This is saying ask for help if you're struggling. There are people around you who will be more than willing to help you. So just ask for help, swallow that pride, or get rid of that feeling that you're not worthy or you're not good enough for someone to help you, because you are, and people will be only too happy to help you, is what I'm seeing. And Seven of Air means, there's a few different meanings to this card. It can mean that you're feeling betrayed by someone, or that someone is doing some pretty sneaky behavior. Like, it's a kind of secrets and lies card. You're kind of feeling like someone is going behind your back to do something, or that someone isn't being very truthful with you. It's also a card of timing not quite being right. So if you'd planned something to happen by a particular time, that might not happen. It might take a bit longer than that. Yeah, it's that card of things just not going the way you expected them to. There's a kind of hiddenness or secrecy to this card. And with strength, this is about you being stronger than you realize and having the strength to get through difficult times. It's also about you being very loving and forgiving and open at this time. It's quite similar actually to the Queen of Water in my eyes, like being this strong, wonderful person who has this deep spiritual core that they can always rely on. And people being very drawn to you because of that. So let's look at your oracle cards now, and then we'll do your charms. So we've got the Faerytale Oracle here, and you've got two of these cards. You've got Vasilisa the Brave, Courage. So that's quite similar to strength, you know, being brave in this month. Maybe being brave enough to ask for help or support from someone. And Red Riding Hood, Rites of Passage. So this is about not being deceived by other people. You know, I said there's the Seven of Air, which suggests kind of sneaky behavior. This is about not being deceived by the wolf, whoever that is in your life. There's someone who's trying to pull the wool over your eyes or trying to get you to behave in a certain way that isn't in your highest good. And you need to stand up for yourself. For some of you, this is about a literal rite of passage. So like something, a milestone event happening for you in March. Let's look at your Sacred Traveler Oracle cards now. You've got Stepping into Power, you are strong beyond measure. And that's just like the Strength card, you know, you really finding your independence and your strength in this month. I feel like there will be some difficult times in this month for you, but you are going to come out of the month so strong, and having learnt so much about yourself, you're going to feel really proud of yourself. And there's like an element of success here for you. Like, I do see money coming in for you, even if you're worried about that. And even if it's not like a steady flow, I do see that happening. And you just being like powerful and in a way successful in this month. You've also got Watching Clouds, Lie back, rest and relax. So this is also making sure that you remember to take it easy in this month, not pushing yourself too hard. And this is kind of with the Nine of Earth, you just pampering yourself, relaxing, enjoying life, enjoying the situation that you've worked so hard to get to, and not letting other people kind of make you feel bad about doing that, because we all need time to relax, recharge, be pampered. That is human nature. So let's look at your Moonology cards now. You've got Take Time to Breathe Out, which is just what this card is saying. Taking time for you, taking time to relax. And Confidence is your key to success, New Moon in Leo. So there is very strong Leo energy in this reading. And like I said, this is about your strength and your confidence, stepping into your power. Not letting other people tell you what's what or boss you around anymore. You're going to have the courage to stand up to them and see them for what they truly are. These people, or it might be even someone at work that's kind of bullying you or making you do more than you actually need to, and you're going to be standing up for yourself in March. So let's look at your Romance Angel card now. If you're not interested in this part of the reading, that's fine. You don't have to take it on board. But I will be doing a separate romance reading for everyone who is interested in that. And it says, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this is what I was saying. Like, there's someone in this month who is trying to trick you or deceive you in some way. There's Red Riding Hood, like, and the wolf, and there's the Seven of Air. There's a kind of, I don't want to say toxic feeling here, but there's someone who does not have your best interests at heart and just thinks that you're gullible and is trying to take advantage of you in some way. And it's very important that you see that for what it is and that you stand up to them and be in your power. So just be aware of this as you're going into March, Group 3. Let's look at your Antworten der Engel Oracle cards now. These are German cards and I'll be translating them into English for you. You've got Gib nicht auf, don't give up. I love that card. So like I was saying, you stepping into your power in March and not letting other people walk on you and not letting other people try and get you down in March. You've also got Fülle, abundance, and again, I'm feeling like you're going to come into some money in March. There's going to be some kind of windfall or payout for you, or like there might be a bonus this month for you. I'm not sure what it is. It's going to be different for everyone, but there's something to do with financial abundance coming in for you in March. And you've also got Erfolg, success. That's really positive. So like I said, you're going to come out of March just feeling like you've really achieved something and feeling like you're moving into a new chapter of your life. This is really exciting, Group 3. Let's take a look at your charms now. So what's coming up for group number 3 in March 2020? Okay, that's rolling away, but that is Snowflake Obsidian, even though you didn't choose that crystal at the beginning. This is about overcoming obstacles, which isn't that just the whole theme of this reading for you? Overcoming obstacles and becoming stronger because of it. So you've got, for initials, you've got C and F. Okay, so they're your initials for this month. It could be a first name, surname, or a place that's important to you, but don't worry if they're not calling out to you right now. You've got family as well, so family being important for you in this month. You've got the bat, which is about fears and the shadow self. So I see that there with the 5 of earth and the 7 of air, like something about this month is evoking like a lack mentality in you. It's evoking a kind of fear or low feelings of self-worth. But you're going to overcome that, so don't worry. You've got grace. And you have the beautiful cartouche. And I love this charm so, so much. Because when this comes out, this means that you are divinely protected from negativity. Not just now, but for your entire life and even after that. This is this beautiful charm of protection now and forever. I love this charm. And again here you've got protection and you've got faith with this cross, and it's landed on don't give up, gib nicht auf. So that's really important. You're being bolstered in this reading by the angels telling you not to give up. The tapir is someone who is shy and gentle. So if you're normally quite a shy person who doesn't really like speaking up for themselves, then that's going to change for you in this month. There's going to be some kind of situation where you're going to have to stand up for yourself, but you're going to be so proud when you've done that, and you're going to feel so much stronger because of that. I'm feeling real empowerment for you in this month. This little teddy bear, you've got nostalgia and sentimentality. You've also got planning for the future with the baby pram. And miracles, that's exciting. A miracle coming for you in March. And the steering wheel, this is about you taking control, standing at the wheel of your life and turning it round in a new direction. You're going to start moving in a new direction, but it's going to be totally orchestrated by you. This isn't going to be anyone else forcing circumstances on you that you don't want to accept. This is about you actively choosing to turn your life around. You have the bunny here for playfulness, winter with the snowflake. You've got a passport, so there could be some travel coming up for you as well in March for some of you. Some kind of holiday or business trip maybe. Not necessarily to another country. It could be within the same country but like in a different area. But definitely seeing travel there for you. This charm, this fairy sitting on the moon, is about sitting, waiting for your dreams to come true. And I like that that's on the Watching Clouds card because I feel like that has a very similar vibe to it. There's also healing here with this starfish. And charming, and that's Libra. What I'm feeling is that someone is going to be... I think this is the person who's like the wolf in this scenario. Like someone is going to try and charm you and you're going to have to see them for what they are, because it's not actual charm in this case, it's glibness. It's a superficial charm and they are going to try and get round you because they want what you have. The Nine of Earth is also about people wanting what you have and seeing you as this kind of like person who has it all. And so I don't know whether they're going to try and get money from you or whether they're going to try and just get your trust or your energy or something like that. But there's someone in this month who's coming to you who's trying to get something from you, but that's not going to be in your highest good. And you just need to be open and alert to that and aware of that so that you're not going to be taken in by them. And they might be a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, but obviously that won't be the case for everyone. You have this big feather of protection from the angels, which is beautiful. You have health in this charm with the apple. And the deer, again, is about being innocent and naive, so not being taken in by people. This kind of shyness, this innocence, this unwillingness to stand up for yourself. This is like this warning you against being like a deer that walks into the jaws of a wolf. You've got defensiveness here with the axe and good luck with the dragonfly. This planet here means starseed. So this is you. You're probably a starseed if you're watching this group number 3. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up online. There's tons of information. There's YouTube videos about that as well. But this is about you having had previous lives on other planets and possibly also channeling your strength from your star family in this month, and you getting this strength not just from yourself but channeling it from this higher source. Someone trying to get your attention in the month of March with the like notification bell. We have fortress. This means you kind of shutting yourself off or shutting people out, like kind of going within, not necessarily in like an introverted way, but kind of in like a shutting yourself away kind of way. Like you don't want to open the door and talk to people. You just want to stay inside and be in your pajamas and like not entertain people, not be on display is what I'm hearing. You don't want to be on display all the time. You just want to chill, like this Watching Clouds card is saying that. You've got something taking a while to complete with the gingerbread man. It's a slow burn. You know, you need to bake it so that it's not still soft when you take it out of the oven. You have worries here with the worry doll and the treasure map. So you've got miracle as well, and like you're going to be finding something that's really beautiful and really special in March. And this may be money for a lot of you, obviously, because it's a treasure map and it's landed on the 9 of Earth. But for some of you, it's just some kind of like real blessing or miracle that you're going to find in the month of March. So I'm really excited. I love it when that charm comes out. You've got stability and growth here with the tree. Determination with the arrow. And this octopus means that you have lots going on in March. You've got a lot of things to deal with at once. Maybe a lot of stuff going on at work. You've got lots of projects on the go. Or you've got a lot of people asking for you to go and see them or things like that. It just means that you're having to multitask in March. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, group number 3. I really hope it resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below if it did. And maybe come back at the end of March and let me know what came true for you from this reading, because that would be really interesting. Leave a like so that I know you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any future videos that I post. Like I said, there will be a love reading, love predictions for March coming up soon in hopefully the next few days, so do stay tuned for that. And yes, have a lovely day, group number 3, and I will see you in another video. Bye bye.